Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Manta. I'm autistic, I have ADHD, and this channel is kind of a vlog of my diagnostic journey and the unmasking process. So unmasking is a privilege that not all autistic people have. But it is one that I'm a firm believer that all autistic people need. And one of the reasons why I do my channel is to help normalize what autism is, because masking as an autistic person is detrimental to our mental health, and it shortens autistic people's lives and basically is just not healthy. So what is the autistic mask? Basically, the autistic mask is a survival instinct that happens when we are children, and depending on how your autism presents, some autistic people don't even have the ability to mask. Those are the ones that you will get an autism level 2 or 3 diagnostic. And they're the ones where are stereotypically portrayed in the media. They are the ones that people kind of like, oh yeah, that's an autistic person. The reason why a lot of level 1 autistic people don't get diagnosed until much later in the life is because of our adaptability and our brain's ability to mimic and pretend and present ourselves as neurotypical as possible in short time periods. So a lot of times, like at school, a teacher might say, oh, this child's perfect, and then at home the child is like just unregulated, and the parents can't understand because the child masks at school, and then if they feel safe at home, then their autistic behaviors may come out. And some kids like me, I masked my way through life until I hit an autistic burnout. Kind of starting in my 40s is when I really started to feel the effects of the burnout, but I didn't get diagnosed until I was 42. And in the last several months, since my diagnosis last fall, I have been working on the unmasking process wherever possible and trying to find ways to accommodate myself. So I have slowly been integrating things into my life where possible to kind of help me explore my autistic traits. So one of them, as you can see right now, I have been spinning, and I'm going to show you the chair that I bought because it is perfect for me as an autistic person. So again, it's really important for me to mention that if you've met one autistic person, you've met one autistic person, because we all do have different needs. And what may work for one person may not work for the other. You hear about the autism spectrum, and I go in more detail on it on my Autism 101 video, but the spectrum is not neurotypical to autistic. That's not how it works. You don't just like become slightly more autistic. Not autism is binary. You're either autistic or you're not autistic. And if you are autistic, where the spectrum is within the traits. And any single trait that you pick from autism can be a hypo or a hyper, or just, somewhere in the middle. So for instance, a lot of autistic people are hyposensitive to food, where they're hypersensitive to food, where I'm hypo. So you'll hear a lot of times autistic people want very bland or same foods, or you'll hear their comfort foods. I definitely have my comfort foods. I like certain foods that help regulate me, but a lot of times I'm a sensory seeker with foods, and I want a lot of variety and texture and spicy level. But it's more common for autistic people to want similar, bland, same foods. And same thing with any sensory thing. So some people do not like to be hugged at all. and some autistic people, and some autistic people really, really want a lot of touch. Like I like a lot of touch. But if I'm overregulated, then heck no, get away from me, do not touch me. So what part of the unmasking process is to sort of start to find where you kind of start to push up against things that feel uncomfortable to you, and then kind of back up and figure out why, and if there's something that you can change about that thing to make it more comfortable, so that we are not elevating our stress and our fight, flight, fawn, or freeze responses, because those, mess with your adrenal glands and cortisols and all of that. I am not a medical expert, but we want to stay out of that panic mode and into a regulated mode. So I'm going to talk about some of my favorite products. This technically is a sponsored video because several months ago, both Hearprotek and Manta reached out to me back when I was doing my other channel, which is a cooking and product review channel. And they both reached out to me, and I did product reviews on them. And then I've also done a review more in depth on Hearprotek. But I loved their products so much that I reached out to them this time and asked them if they could send me some other products on their line that I wanted to try out so that I could share with you. So it is sponsored. They did send me, I didn't get paid for this video, but they did send me these products for free that I'm going to talk about. And then all the other products that I'm going to talk about in this video, I paid for myself. Okay, so in an earlier video, I go into much more depth on these Hearprotek noise dampening earplugs, and these just lower the decibel level of your surrounding area. And I wear these to grocery stores, to doctor's offices. Last week at the eye doctor, they were playing Muzak, that that horrible music over the speaker system, to like keep everybody calm, and that doesn't work for me. So I put my earplugs in, and it helped me be able to get through my appointment without this like anxiety. The music just, it's like my brain has to take so much energy to tune out that music. That I can just thinking about it gets me heightened. So I love these. You can watch that video for more in depth. We're talking about all the decibels and all of that. But I liked these so much, and these are ones that I used through the day, and I wanted to try their sleep ones. So this is their sleep earplugs. They're very similar looking to their other ones. They're silicone, and they block up to 33. They're comparable to these types of earplugs, but these, you have to throw out all the time. And sometimes they're just not really that comfortable, but these you're reusable. So let me show them to you. So they have this little case. I was trying to open it wrong. Okay. It's really not that hard. Anyway, they have this little case. Let me show you. Okay, there we go. This little case, and they are just super soft, flexible earplugs, very bendy. And they have this little flap to help put them in and take them out. And you can keep these in your ear all night. I do feel them, but just barely. I mean, I feel them less than those orange ones. And in the box, they come with a little carrying case like this, plus this, oh my gosh, plus this little plastic one. So whichever one you like the best. They also come with 2 sizes, so that you don't have to guess which size you need. They come with, this is the small pair, and they came with that larger pair. And you're probably only going to be able to use one of them because one will fit and the other one won't. but at least you don't have to try to guess on the website which size to buy. And then a little carabiner to hook onto this, which is nice, I guess. I use this when I have my, because I keep these in my purse. And then there is a cord in here. So I guess if you wanted to tie this on a rope. So that's what all comes in the box. And I've been sleeping with these now for a little over a week. And I do really, really like them. And I love that they're reusable. You can wash them off and then let them dry all the way. And then they're going to last you a lot longer than the foam ones. Okay. So being able to sleep with earplugs is an accommodation, helps me get nicer, deeper sleep because, if y'all seen in some of my videos, my pug, he likes to snore, and he likes to snore a lot. And so I have to sleep with earplugs because my pug sleeps in the room with me. And anytime, like, if there's a fan, like some autistic people love white noise of like a fan, I have to have it completely silent. So also several months ago, a company called Manta Sleep asked if I wanted to try out their sleep mask, and I said yes. And so they sent me this one, and I love it so much that I asked if they would send out another one. And I'm going to go into a little bit more about that later in the video about why I wanted two, because this one is really great. This one is just pretty much their OG, their original sleep mask, and it's got removable cups so that you can position it exactly how far apart your eyes are. And the thing that I love about them is that they have the deep cups, so they put around your eyes, and they don't put pressure on your eyeball, and they completely seal out any light that comes. And the hook and loop is very soft, and it doesn't get caught. It covers up completely, so it doesn't get caught in my hair. There's no parts that are getting caught in my hair. And it's got a little elastic here to keep it nice and comfortable as you're moving around. So I loved this one. I asked them if they would send me one of their other ones to try out. And this time they sent me their Pro, which I'm super excited about because this one's specifically designed for side sleepers. And what that means is the cups, again, are molded around your eyes. But as you can see, this one's kind of tapered down. So it's thinner on the side here. So when you're doing side sleep, it's going to lay flatter. I sleep all over. I wiggle around. This one is good for side sleeping. It doesn't bother me, but since this one is designed specifically for side sleeping, I'm very excited to try it out. And again, everything's like really stretchy, so it's going to move with you. It's got this little grip to help keep it in place, but it doesn't really still get caught in my hair or anything like that. And the Velcro is super adjustable. So again, it blocks out all the light. And this is really important to me because as an autistic person, I have light sensitivity. And there are some days that, if I want to take a nap during the middle of the day, if there's any light, it's going to be really hard for me to take a nap. So this blocks out all the light. And there are some days where I'm just having a very light sensitive day in general, and I need to take a moment and put these on my eyes and just lay back and just kind of rest my eyes completely from light to try to re-regulate again. So full transparency, those masks and earplugs were sent to me. But I do very much highly recommend them. Okay, so some other accommodations that I want to talk about that have really helped me is one, since getting diagnosed, I don't wear I don't wear makeup or jewelry very often, unless I want to, and I don't feel like obligated to, but some days I actually like My computer's making noises. Some days I actually do like to put a little makeup on, but like I don't wear foundation because the sensory ick is disgusting. And then I found jewelry that doesn't bother me. As y'all have seen in a lot of my videos, I wear this eyebrow ring and I literally don't even feel it. I'm not aware of it anymore. It doesn't bother me. These earrings are so lightweight that I can't feel them. So I like that. If I had earrings that were heavy and pulled on my ears, I wouldn't be able to wear them. And then I love these silicone rings because, again, they pretty much just disappear on my fingers. I don't really feel them, but they are kind of stretchy and they can kind of go like this and they become like a fidget. And they also sell fidget bracelets and fidget necklaces and fidget rings specifically. So I would look into getting fidget jewelry if you work in an office place and you want a fidget that you can just always have on you, and that may be kind of like a little bit low profile. They also sell something, and I'm gonna put a picture up it because I don't have one in my office here with me right now, called jewelry. My teens like it. I don't like the texture of chewing on it, but they're like silicone necklaces. They come in all kinds of different styles, and they really, really help autistic people with oral sensory. A lot of autistic people turn to smoking because of the oral fixation. So jewelry is a necklace that you can always have something to chew. Some of my other favorite fidgets, y'all seen me play with this one in a ton of videos. I would love to work with Specs. They have not sponsored me. I've not actually reached out to ask them if they even do sponsorships, but I love Specs. This one I've played with so much that it is finally starting to tear. I was disappointed. I thought it was indestructible. It is, but honestly, the amount of fidgeting I have done with this thing, I'm not even too sad. Then there's these like kind of pop-it balls. This one can be noisy. So it's like a medium sound one, but I love it. Y'all have seen me play with this Specs fidget with the magnets, that clicky click, and the tension of pulling. I love. These Specs are teeny, tiny, tiny magnets, and they kind of feel like putty, but they don't get slime on your hands. These are kind of expensive, but I love them. They're so satisfying. I'm gonna put it right next to my mic. So it has some sound, but it's still a pretty quiet fidget if you need a quiet fidget. Got the classic spinner fidget. This one I like because it's also got poppets. But then it spins, very satisfying. I love these noodles. I have them linked in a lot of my videos. This is just some random brand off of Amazon. I couldn't even tell you what it is. I do have to replace these pretty often. Once they get dirty, I tried washing them and they just never feel the same again. But I like them because I can braid them, I can pull on them, I can twist them, and they are very silent. Taken these to lectures before, and I can fidget and not make noise. And then this is Aaron's thinking putty. It's just like a putty that you can play with, and I really enjoy this sometimes. So having fidgets in my desk drawer are really nice. These are another, I love magnets. Magnets are one of my favorite fidget toys. So this one's again a kind of, whoops. This one's kind of a loud one, but it can spin and click apart and do different things. Do I have any other ones? Let's see. I've got some more poppets that I keep in my purse, so I want to make sure I always have fidgets on me everywhere I go. Okay, along with the noise dampening earplugs, a lot of autistic people you'll see with big headphones. I don't like the sensory experience of big headphones. That's why I go with the earplugs. But some autistic people don't like something in their ear, so they want the heavy, the more noise canceling ear headphones. I will put a link in the description box and a photo here of the ones that my kids use. They've now gone through 2 pairs of them because they wear them literally every day, and they have for years. and these are kind of a mid-priced range. But when they tried out the more expensive ones, because this is just an accommodation that I feel that they need because the headphones help regulate them, we bought the more expensive ones, and they actually didn't like them as much as the ones that I will put here, because I don't know the brand off the top of my head. Okay, I'm looking down at my list. Another accommodation that I've been working on is to try to update my wardrobe to more comfortable clothes. I would like to try to find that bridge of fashion and comfort, but comfort is going to win out for me. Right now, this isn't something I've been very successful at. Since some of y'all know, I had foot surgery back in April, and I've gained a lot of weight because I haven't been able to walk. So a lot of my clothes aren't fitting very comfortably right now. And that is something that really dysregulates me when I'm constantly aware of how my clothes are fitting on my body. But updating your wardrobe isn't something that is just super cost affordable. It's not like adding a fidget here and there. So it is something that I want to work towards, is having clothes. From now on, when I buy a piece of clothing, I'm going to check to make sure that the material is something that I like, that it hits on my arms right, because a lot of sleeves are short, and I want sleeves that kind of go a little bit longer if I can find them, just because short sleeves like the one I'm wearing today always bother me. Even at a smaller size, I don't like where they hit on my skin. Okay, then I'm going to show you one of my most exciting accommodations that I bought for myself. This office chair. It's called a cross-leg chair, so it's way wider than most office chairs. This one came with a little pillow, so you can sit cross-legged. I can put both legs up here. You know, I'm pulled back from my desk right now to show y'all, but a lot of times, like, I will like to sit like this. Sometimes I want to sit with one leg up. Then the back was designed to be at a level where if you are just sitting in your desk like this, and then the fact that it kind of swings around and pulls out, so then it can be a rocker chair. So replacing my previous desk chair with this one has made working on editing videos and all of that so much more comfortable, and I can sit at my desk for longer because I can move freely, and I don't feel like I have to sit like prim and proper, because a lot of times autistic people, we don't sit still ever. Okay, I'm gonna pause. Okay, I had to throw my hair up in a bun. It is summer here. It's the hottest part of the day, and autistic people often have a hard time regulating their temperature. So I get hot and then I'll get cold really easy back and forth. This video is getting longer than I meant it to be, but I'm just going to keep going because I do have a few more that I want to talk about. So another sensory accommodation is literally visual stimming. So I have a video where I painted those. It was a hyperfixation where I replaced all the artwork in my room, but having artwork that visually like makes your brain go wee is very important to autistic people. And the same thing with my stuffies back there. Not only are those tactile and soothing. This one's from Jellycat, and it's a dragon, and it's just very huggable, and I love it. And then this one's a Squishmallow, and the ears just make me want to like kind of rub on them, and it's just so huggable. I love these. So buying yourself stuffies just to look at, like that one is cute and comfy, but I mostly liked it just because like visually it made me go wee, like happy. So visually having your room happy for you is regulating whatever that means for you, and tactile, having different textures, you know, whatever, that kind of thing. Glasses. So this one I've heard about. We're gonna find out more about for my son, and then I can maybe give you an update later. But FL-41 is a tent of a glasses that you can either buy separately, or this time we put it in my son's prescription, and it's supposed to help with light sensitivity, especially around fluorescent lights. It was developed in 1991. So I'm hoping it'll also help with LED lights, but they were designed specifically for fluorescent lights. But my son's light sensitivity is even worse than mine, although I feel like mine's getting worse lately. Like, I have my overhead light off now, can't handle it. So I might look into getting some of those glasses for me if my son really, really likes them. But we ordered those from the eye doctor last week, and they haven't come in yet. And the last accommodation that I want to talk about can also be an expensive one, and it's only applicable to people in multi-level houses. And that is to buy double of cleaning tools and products wherever you can. So I live in a 2-story house, and a lot of autistic people have executive functioning disorder. And so going from floor to floor, sometimes I have trouble completing different chores. And if I have to remember to take, and this is kind of an ADHD thing too, if I have to remember to take the vacuum cleaner from upstairs to downstairs, I will get so distracted between that it just isn't going to happen. So I have a big vacuum cleaner upstairs, and I have a just a smaller one downstairs because we only have rugs down here. I have a broom for upstairs and downstairs. I'm considering buying a steam appliance for both upstairs and downstairs. Right now I only have one, and it's been frustrating because, like, this last week I wanted to clean my stove, but my steam cleaner was upstairs and it needed a deep, deep clean. And I would go upstairs to go get my steamer. I would get distracted by different chores, and then I'd go back downstairs to see my stove and go, oh my God, I forgot the steamer again. And this went on for like a week before I finally got the steam cleaner downstairs just to clean my stove. And that's what I was talking about at the beginning of the video. One of the reasons why I wanted 2 masks is because I want to have one upstairs and one downstairs, because when I get that light sensitivity and I just want to sit with something dark over my eyes, like going upstairs to have to go get it, it's just executive functioning skill that it's just one step too many, and I find myself, I just won't do it. But having the tool readily at hand, and that's why I'm like saying put fidget toys in your purses and things like that, makes a world of difference. I hope this list of accommodations can help you. It's one reason why I feel that self diagnosis and self realization of autism is perfectly valid, because these are all things that are not going to help you at a doctor's office. There's nothing that medically you're getting accommodations. These are things that you can do in your own life to help accommodate you. And once you realize you're autistic, or if you suspect you might be autistic, and you start incorporating some of these types of ideas and accommodations in your life, and you feel a benefit from them, then that's the goal, right? This is already a lot longer than most of my videos, so I'm going to sign off, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye, guys.